doozy of a day.
A real doozy.
Greetings and salutations. Welcome to the NightmareSignal podcast, where we talk about horror movies and horror things and other scary nonsense and, I don't know, maybe sometimes nostalgia stuff. I don't know. I'm going to remember to introduce myself this time. Hi, I'm your host, Derek. And with me is my co-host, Alyssa.
Hello. Was that a spooky Daffy Duck?
It could be whatever. Whenever I join into the Discord chats with some of my friends, they live in Discord while playing like video games and shit. And I'll just every once in a while hop in, and that's my intro every time. It's greetings and salutations, fellas. just to try to get a laugh out of people. But yeah, look at us. Episode 2.
Look at us.
It seems like it's going week to week.
Yes.
Rather than year to year.
Yeah. 6 month to 6 month.
Yup. But yeah, so today we have some things we're gonna talk about. I don't know what order, but they'll flow.
Flow.
But yeah, I'm excited to be doing this. I'm glad we're here. I've gotten some feedback from the last episode we did, and people really enjoyed it.
Oh, okay, good. I was like, did you bring me on to fire me? What kind of feedback exactly?
Well, speaking of feedback, for your evaluation this week, we really need you to get you some experience with a microphone.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Before we started, I was trying to set up this microphone that I'd never used before, and I had a total boomer struggle, and it was embarrassing.
That's funny, but no, you're good, man. Like I'm just joking. I'm not being serious. Like I said, so many problems always. That's computers, man.
It's the horror of technology, so it fits the theme.
This is true. We are entering the years of Skynet, so I mean, I'm sure that's gonna happen at some point with all the AI shit.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to stay on their good side.
Oh gosh, if robots take over, I'm gonna be one of the first people that they kill, because if I'm ever on calling a 1-800 number, and you have to say things, I'm always like, fucking Alyssa, this is my birthday. You're taking me out.
So
I'm so rude to them.
I'm always really nice. I'm always nice.
Really?
Like, go to Taco Bell. I'm always like, hi, because it's the chick on the thing. She's like, hi, would you like to try some nacho fries today? And I'm like, no, thank you. Okay, what can I get for you? And I'm just like, can I get my cheesy double beef burrito and a medium Baja Blast 0 sugar? Sure. Would you like anything else? No, thank you. All right, pull around. I'm like, thank you. You have a good day. I'm sure the person.
That's interesting, because at our Taco Bell, like when you pull up, it'll be the AI voice, and they ask you if you're going to use the app, and then after you answer, a real person takes over. So I don't know what that's about.
So they have the ability to cut it off and talk themselves, okay. I think. Because I've had that happen. Like, you'll go during the day and it's AI, then at night it'll start, and then mid-sentence I heard the teenager over the thing, yeah, what can I get for you? Like, it's a real person now. Okay.
That makes more sense.
Bring the AI robot back. I like talking to them.
I'm always like, okay, I can't be rude to this robot because there's a human on the other end that's going to come in.
Or they're probably just sitting there listening to you laughing like, listen to this jackass. Spitting her food. No, I'm just...
Have you heard the thing that... Oh, sorry.
No.
Heard the term that people have made up for like robots and AIs? Clankers?
Yes, clankers. We now have... there's now a slur for robots. Jesus Christ. And you know what's terrible is that that sounds like a Futurama bit.
Yeah, it does.
And it just sounds like something like Bender would just run around saying freely, but would get so pissed off if Fry or somebody else said it.
It does.
Oh man, yeah, we are living in a time, man. But enough about that. I don't want to. Let's not go down that road. uh,
Yeah.
let's talk about some spooky stuff. Actually,
Yeah,
no,
sounds good.
wait. Let's backtrack real fast because there was something I wanted to
Uh-huh.
say real fast. She'll never
Uh-huh.
listen to this. It's about my grandmother. Just you on
Oh.
the phone talking to the AI. My
Uh-huh.
grandma has this tendency to talk on speakerphone all
Mm.
the time, and
Oh no.
so I'm sitting in the living room, just irritated because I hear it going, and then I hear her talking to this AI, and she's just talking to it like it's a normal person, and it's doing its typical like AI chipperness. All right, yeah, let me see what I can do with that. And you hear the fake typing, and my grandma was like looking over at me. She's trying to figure it out for me, and I'm like, oh my god. And then I hear her trying to conversate, and then it just turns into this
Oh
loop of the lady like
no.
repeating herself. And I'm like, Grandma, just hang up. It's AI. Or I'm like, give me the phone. Let me help you get through this to a real person. She's like, what
Oh
do you
my
mean it's
gosh.
AI?
I never thought about that. People not realizing it is. Oh, that's
Mm-hmm.
sad.
I've heard about some companies using AI for their. Well, you know what? Fuck it. This is kind of a horror story. I mean, everything's being
Yeah,
run by
yeah.
AI, so perfect for the podcast. Because one day we might get that nightmare signal. We don't want it.
Yep.
But
True.
some companies, a lot of the time when you're talking to their chats on their website that are helping you, it's AI now.
Oh yeah, I've
And
noticed that.
I think a lot of them disclose it, but there are some places that don't. And there's people just talking to it.
Oh.
And other people can just watch their conversations and it's just like, look at this
Oh
person
my
just telling them their
gosh.
life story. They think it's real.
Wow.
Because, it's usually a lot of older people. And that's the scary part, is like, they don't understand it.
Older
Wild.
people, like the ones that don't understand microphones.
Oh my god. Yeah. Fucking
Yeah.
millennials, man, I swear. Especially ones with glasses.
Yep.
No. For those who aren't watching the video, if I ever do post the video version, I still don't know yet. I also have glasses.
Yep.
But
Couple
yeah.
of 4 eyes over here.
Yeah. Yeah. Still probably combined we still can't see for shit.
Probably not.
But yeah, so since the last time we recorded, you do anything spooky? I know you're getting ready for your Halloween party this weekend,
Yes,
right?
getting ready for that. Yeah. Yeah, on Saturday. So super excited about that. Haven't really done anything spooky. Unfortunately, it's still like 90 degrees during the day, so it just doesn't feel spooky yet. I did start watching an A24 movie that's a little bit spooky that I wanted to mention to you.
Whoa! What movie's that?
It is called My brain went totally blank. So maybe scratch this part.
No,
But it
no,
has
you're good.
keep
That
going.
actually
Okay.
that actually sounds like a movie. Like my brain went totally blank. That just sounds
My
like one
brain
of
went
their
to
movies.
I'm gonna look it up real quick.
Do you
Oh
know when it
god.
came out?
So 2013. It has Jake Gyllenhaal.
All right, let's see. Is it Enemy?
Enemy, yes.
Okay.
Yes, Enemy. So I think it's more of a thriller than horror, I guess. But Jake Gyllenhaal finds out that he has a doppelganger. Um, and I'm probably like a third of the way through, but it's extremely A24.
Oh, really?
Yes. Like, the first 30 minutes is just him living out this day, like, probably 3 different times. Like, the same day. And I
Interesting.
don't know why it's showing it, but he figured out that he has this doppelganger, and he started looking into it, and there's a gigantic tarantula in the beginning, so you might actually like it, even though it's A24.
I'm gonna have to watch this. No, I see. So a lot of the time when movies have actors that I really like,
Oh, you'll go for it anyway?
I'll go for it. You know, because I like Jake Gyllenhaal
Yeah.
a lot, and although one of my favorite movies with him is just Bubble Boy. I mean, like,
Oh, I actually haven't seen that.
it is so good. It's so stupid, and I'm sure there's probably jokes in it nowadays that would be considered like offensive, but
Oh, yeah.
his innocence in that movie is just so good, so good.
Is he a kid in it?
Uh, early 20s. He
Oh,
looks
okay.
he looks young as fuck. Like if you could find it
Oh.
streaming somewhere and you want to like a funny a good movie to laugh at, watch it.
Mm.
Take Joe Dirt, and
Uh-huh.
instead of it being some like redneck hillbilly guy going on the road, this is some suburban kid who's grown up in a bubble in his house into an adult, and he's still very childlike and has to go out into the
Oh,
world to stop his crush from getting married.
sounds
Like
awesome.
it that's the best way to describe it, is it's that kind of humor where it's stupid. He makes friends along the way, and now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, that's I gotta watch that movie soon. It's been a minute. But I think I know what you're talking about because I think I've seen that clip. Is it a giant ass tarantula in a bathroom?
No, it's, like, on a platter, and this lady is dancing around it, and then, she kinda goes like she's gonna step on it, and then we don't know what happens. Maybe that happens later. I haven't made it that far. Spoiler.
There's not a spoiler, but yeah, I'm gonna let you know because I just googled it because I just wanted to clarify I wasn't being crazy, and now I really do want to watch this movie because I want to see what that's about. But
Yeah.
yeah, there is another scene where it's not on a platter. Just to warn
Fuck.
you.
I was hoping that it would not make a reappearance.
But
For the listeners, I am very afraid of tarantulas. D-Rock's gonna try to break me of my fear, but it may take quite a while.
yeah, I'm trying to start her out on jumping spiders because they're the cuter of them. To be honest, like
Uh,
they're really cute. They're, with their big eyes and they just stare at you because they're watching you and learning you.
I
Fun
don't like
fact:
it.
that's what spiders do. They learn
They learn your schedule.
they do. Yeah, they learn your
Yeah,
schedule
I've
just to
heard
stay out of
that.
your way.
I hate
I
it.
mean,
I hate it.
but
So did you do anything spooky? Or
well, yeah, actually, finally, because that was one of the things I wanted to talk about was just kind of how every year I'm excited for this time of the year,
Mhm.
and I try to watch at least a couple of horror movies, and I've noticed just over the last few years it's been a steady decline, and this has been the one year where looking at my little ghost I have right here and then Halloween decorations out there, it doesn't spark that joy that I had at one point. And I just wonder if it's just like just the kind of the world climate right now. It's kind of hard to just enjoy things. And
Yeah.
that kind of I feel like this is a good lead into some YouTube videos we watched that I
Mhm.
had sent you that we watched. But before I get into that, the spooky thing I finally did, I went to Cinemark last night to go see their Secret movie. First time
Oh,
going, super excited.
yeah.
Got there, walked up to the counter, and I hear the girl tell the people in front of me, "Yeah, we didn't get the movie to download." So we're canceling the showing tonight, and I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
Ah.
And I walked up just to make sure that it was, the for the secret movie. And she was like,
Uh-huh.
yeah. When I asked her, I'm like, oh, I'm like, all right. She's like, well, we'll give you a refund, and then we'll give you a free pass that you can use tonight or just whenever you want. I was like, okay, yeah, that's fine. She's like, I'm sorry. I'm like, no, you're good. I'm like, do you happen to know what movie it was? And she's like, no, they don't tell us. They just send it. And I was like, okay. And then I overheard this one guy, the people who were in front of me talk, is like, yes, yeah, it was a horror movie. I told you. And I'm like, I swear to God, if this was Shelby Oaks, which is a horror movie by a YouTuber that I've been watching for years now, like watching his journey, like where he comes from. It's Chris Stuckman. If you get the chance, Alyssa, if you like just listen to movie reviews about anything, go check out
Uh-huh.
his channel because he's
Write
got
that
like an
down.
hour-long video where because he's mentioned before how he's like a former Jehovah's Witness and he got out of it.
Oh,
and,
wow.
and he has like a whole like hour-long video where he kind of just tells a story and breaks it down of what got him into movies, how he was like always brought into the room with the elders,
Mhm.
and uh for them to just be like, hey, stop it, why are you doing this,
Yeah.
and
You're
now he's
being
directed.
weird.
Yeah, you're being weird, stop it. No. But uh yeah, so he finally directed his first movie, and it's Shelby Oaks. He started a
Oh, cool.
Kickstarter, and it well exceeded what the Kickstarter was for. He
Uh-huh.
filmed it with his friends, and then it got picked up by Mike Flanagan, I think. And I want to hold on. I don't want to over. I don't want to misspeak. Mike Flanagan. I know he does horror shit. Okay,
Yeah, that
he
sounds
did.
familiar.
He was involved with Doctor Sleep, which is the
Oh, yeah, The
sequel
Shining,
to The Shining.
continuation.
Yeah, and he
Oh,
I
he
think
did
he did.
Midnight Mass. Did you ever watch that
That's
show?
it, Midnight Mass. I was trying to say it was a
That
show in
one's good.
Netflix. No, but I heard it
Yeah.
was good. Oh, The Haunting of Hill House was the other one he did. Okay, he did The Life of
My
Chuck.
sister loves that one.
Which one? Haunting on Hill House? Of Hill House?
Yeah, she keeps trying to get me to watch it, and I just haven't yet, so I need to do that.
I tried. I couldn't get into it. Granted, I
Oh.
was trying to watch it when I was at when I was at work. Back when I worked at Walmart,
Mm.
I was in Subway, and I'm like, I want to watch something, and I put it on, and I just wasn't for me. But it's probably because I was sitting in a
In a
Subway
Walmart.
restaurant, hiding
Yeah.
from my job. uh,
I could
yeah,
do
but
it.
he yeah he picked up the movie and wanted to produce it and gave Chris Stuckman money to go back and do some reshoots to kind of make the film a little, to do some changes that he suggested.
Yeah,
And his movie's now in theaters. And that's what the secret
that's
movie was
really
supposed to
cool.
be. And I was so fucking let down. It was like a double whammy. First secret movie,
Yeah.
couldn't see it. And then turns out it was the movie I wanted it to be. Luckily, it comes out Friday. But I ended up looking at the times and 10 minutes. So that movie was for 7, and then at 7:10 was
Mhm.
Black Phone 2. And I just watched the first one a few weeks ago, and I was like, well, I'm here. Fuck it. I'm just going to watch it.
Mhm.
Why not? And little quick, opinion on Black Phone. I think it's really good.
Mhm.
I was very surprised. The trailer intrigued me by the concept, but like when I told you about it, you had mentioned the mask seemed kind of goofy to you, and I get that 100% because it is kind of goofy. But let me tell you, man, Ethan Hawke is really good in this movie,
Mhm.
and what I love about it is, how a lot of the time, like, I feel like actors of like his caliber, I guess, and just guys who look like him, like, he's a handsome dude. Generally, they want their
Yeah.
faces to be seen, but like,
Yeah.
nah, he keeps the mask on majority of the time, and if it ever does come
Oh,
off,
that's cool.
it's like half, like it's just the
Oh.
bottom of his face is covered, and it's good. Like, I really liked it. The pacing was good. The story was great. The actors were good. I mean, obviously, there's probably a few things in it where, you know, uh, with kid actors, obviously, there's little things that felt
Oh.
awkward. But other than that, from start to finish, great movie. And it ended on a note where you didn't really need a sequel. Um,
Oh, okay.
it could have just been it, and then they announced part two, and I was, usually with horror movie sequels, you're just kind of like,
Like,
you're
we'll
like,
see.
yeah, we'll see how this is. And let me tell you, I enjoyed the hell out of it. Uh, the route that they took was really good, and there's a couple of film style choices in the movie that they did where there's dream sequences, and
I
they
love a
filmed
dream
it.
sequence.
Huh?
I love a dream sequence.
You'll like these. They filmed it on a high 8 digital camera, like the old cameras, like, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So not a high 8 digital camera, just high 8 film camera. But I'm pretty sure they use the same lens to keep the framing the same, because there's these really cool shots where the girl's walking through. So I guess I am doing a slight review. I'm sorry. And none of this is spoilers, I promise. Like, she's walking, and whenever she wakes up out of the dream, the grain fades into like super clear, like nowadays, like modern camera, the way things look, and just the way they do it. But it's like, it's not like a cut or anything. It just perfectly blends,
Oh, that's cool.
and I love the look of so take the grain and the spookiness of Skinamarink
Mm-hmm.
and just have someone walking around that world. You have wide shots of them walking through it, like that
Oh.
kind of grain, but everything's more kind of has like a red yellow hue to it. But
Mhm.
watch it. All this movie
Check it out.
made me want is another Nightmare on Elm Street. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna leave it
Oh,
right there. But
okay.
if for whatever reason one day they were like, hey, let's do because in the movie the guy is called the Grabber. Let's do a
Mm-hmm.
Grabber versus Freddy movie. You got my money. I'm sorry. I don't
Sign me
care.
up.
But like, or if this is somehow like a precursor to it, make it like, I'm telling you. Keep in mind again, there are some things where I was like, this feels like it drug onto this for too long. But
Mm.
overall, it was really good. I enjoyed the hell out of it. So I recommend it. So
Okay.
definitely watch it.
Excellent.
Um,
Yeah, it's weird that I saw The Mask and was like, that looks goofy. I don't want to watch it because I love watching goofy shit. But now I'll definitely check it out.
it's probably because like when you saw The Mask, like there was nothing scary about it. You know what I mean? It's just I know what you mean. Like
Yeah.
things that take itself too seriously are fun to watch because you're like, oh my god, this is fucking stupid, or things that are purposely funny. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
But with that, it just maybe you got the same feeling I did, where when you saw it, you're like it might be trying too hard, or I can't
Yeah,
explain what I'm
yeah.
trying to say because I feel like I'm like contradicting the thing I just said. It doesn't matter. I feel you, but it's really good and I highly recommend it. I think 10 out of 10, 9 out of 10. That's how I'd rate them.
Oh,
Or
wow. Okay.
on Letterbox, I think I gave Black Phone because I'm starting to use Letterbox. So go follow me. Anyone
Yeah.
who's listening, I don't know what my name is on there. I know I changed it back at one point, but while this is loading, yeah, I gave Black Phone a 5 stars, and then I
Oh,
gave Black Phone
wow.
2 4. The only
Nice.
reason part 2 got a 4 was because of, like I said, just the few things where I was like, but definitely I'd watch them again if they were on. Kind of want to watch them again just because they were real,
Hmm.
fun to watch. Uh, yeah, movies about kids being murdered, fun apparently to me. uh, right now it's under the Squid Lair. I gotta change that because I'm not. I'm
Oh,
trying to get away from that. That's my name on Twitch whenever I do stream. So go follow me on Twitch
oh.
too. Find me there. I don't do it that often, but when I do, that's where to find me. Uh, but yeah. Uh, so that's what I did yesterday. And you said the only real spooky thing you've watched recently was Enemy. Well, started.
Y- Yeah. Um. Okay, so I guess I'm in a phase right now of like starting things and then getting distracted. Um, I talked about the Shrouds last episode, and that's by David Cronenberg, who directed The Fly, and he has a couple like shit. I'm drawing a blank on some of his other ones, but anyway, I started watching his movie Scanners. And it's awesome, and I just started watching it late, so I haven't finished it, but, it's basically about people that have mind control powers that can make heads explode.
I googled Scanners movie just now, and the fucking the one of the posters is just the classic video, like the classic gif of the one dude's head exploding, except for it's a
Uh,
screenshot of it. I know exactly what movie. I've never seen it, but I know what this movie is. Okay, so I know what you're talking about.
Now I'm like, "Oh my god, did he direct The Fly, or did I tell people wrong?"
No,
Let's
I'm pretty
see.
sure he did The Fly. Like, yeah, that was because that's like his that's his thing, the body horror kind of stuff.
Yes, yes. Saying yes, it is him, okay.
Mm-hmm. So I bought that on Blu-ray, and I never got around to watching it.
Oh, mhm.
The Fly, I mean, not
Yeah,
Scanners. But I do want to watch Scanners now
yeah.
that you said it. Where did you watch
I
it?
need to finish it. It was good. I've seen his movie The Brood, and I remember that one being good. I saw that in high school, so I don't remember a ton about it, but it's basically these weird little creepy children, and they kind of reproduce, I think, like just more of them pop up, and they get up to some weird shit. I
Interesting.
remember
You said
that one being good. I wanted to rewatch it.
The Brood.
It says a mad doctor tries psychoplasmic therapy on a raging woman soon to be a mother. So that sounds pretty ominous.
Oh wow, I'm gonna have to.
Oh, it's a controversial therapy technique.
Oh God. Okay. Well. Yeah. These are some pretty brutal screenshots I'm seeing.
Oh,
Okay. Well. Now I know that happens.
oh no. Okay, I won't look at pictures because I actually don't really remember that much about the movie.
Yeah, I would look it up. I mean, like this doesn't give anything away, but it basically it's just kind of showing me like, okay, this is a movie that kind of like there are no boundaries, there are no like, you know, yeah, there's no boundaries. So, okay, cool. I might have to check that out. Uh, anything else you've been checking out? Because I realized the other day we talked about Trick or Treat coming to theaters. That
Oh,
was last week. I thought it was this week, but it's
oh
last week.
fuck, really?
It was the 14th and 16th, and we missed it.
I know. That sucks.
Yeah, I was a little bummed about
Why
that,
did
but it
they
is
do
what it
it
is. I
that
mean,
early?
I own it, but it'd be cool to see it on
Yeah.
a big screen.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Oh,
so we were talking about you mentioned A24 earlier,
uh-huh.
and well, no, we'll get there in a minute because I don't want to get too far away from where we were going with the whole doing spooky things and stuff. Uh,
Mhm.
so this kind of leads into these videos that I sent you that where this guy said, where this guy was talking about how why Halloween back in like the 80s and 90s was better than nowadays, and like what happened and what changed. And was that both the videos, or was it one of them was about Halloween and the other one was about one was about
The the one with the lady was more about decor
that's right.
and kind of how Halloween isn't, it's kind of more like micro trend based, like, oh, I'm gonna get a ghost that looks like a disco ball, and it's kind of soulless.
Yeah. And I've noticed that over the last few years going into stores.
Mhm.
Let's take a step back real fast. So yeah, so basically, uh, I'm sure a lot of people have noticed. As time has gone on, it's like people make a big deal about Halloween. I feel like, but only via like you only see it really online. Like no one decorates as much anymore.
Mhm.
No one stores aren't decorated. You go to places, it just doesn't feel Halloween. Doesn't even feel fall, and it
Yeah.
doesn't help that even though global warming apparently isn't real. We're in October and it's like 90 outside. I'm dressed like I'm going to the fucking beach half the time.
Yeah.
Uh, and just no one does anything for it, and it's kind of hard to be in the spirit. And then in that video
Mhm.
that I had sent you, like you had said, that chick points out um that even like a lot of the stuff that they sell doesn't even feel Halloween. Like it doesn't have that
Mhm.
retro feel, that scariness. It's all like you said, it's like that disco ball uh ghost. I'm pretty sure I know exactly where she was at with that. It was Five and Below, because I've gone in there. I like that store, to be honest with you. I find some
Yeah,
cool
yeah,
shit
yeah.
in there, but yeah, I go in there and it's just all this like it everything in there looks like a sorority house's like a sorority girl's like dorm room for Halloween. You know what I mean? Everything's pink.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like things that are only gonna be good for this season, and then they're gonna end up hopefully at the thrift store, but more than likely in a landfill, I mean,
Yeah.
'cause those things just get pumped out so quick, and I feel like they're kind of disposable in a way. I mean, well, they're meant to kind of be. I mean, people don't keep things like they used to, I feel like. So you'll have your disco ball ghost, and then next year it'll be, I don't know, maybe a floral print ghost.
Oh my god. I mean, they still do make cool things, but
Mhm.
like those like my one of my favorite things over like the last like I'm gonna just say 10 years. It could have been less, but I say within the last decade, those like 20-foot fucking skeletons you can get at Home Depot that everybody
Yeah,
has.
I have one.
My favorite thing about those is that people just leave them up year round in a lot of places.
Yeah.
I thought it was just here, but then I saw posts online where it's like, yeah, we got somebody who just they just change it for every holiday, dress it up. I'm like, oh, that's awesome, because we got a couple of people
It
here like that.
is. I wanna do that, but I feel worried that the sun will mess it up and fade it and make it brittle, so I put mine up, but now you can get them so easily. When they first came out, there was, like, a waiting list for them, and I
Oh
actually got
wow,
mine. Yeah, I think they came out in 2020, and maybe they didn't think they would be that popular. Home Depot didn't think they would be. So, they're only a limited number,
that
and then the
very well
next year,
could have COVID though, because if it was 2020 when they came out,
true.
it, production and shipping was probably just what they could get. Inventory was probably just
Mhm.
low.
That's a good point. Maybe that was it. But I ended up getting mine on Marketplace because you couldn't really find it in the store. And I paid like a little bit over retail, maybe like $20, but I would be looking on Marketplace and people had them listed for $500. It was nuts. But now
Jesus
they
Christ.
they made a ton of them, so they're not rare anymore. So maybe I should leave mine up year round because I can get another one if I have to.
I swear, people on Facebook Marketplace are some of the most idiotic people. Like, you've got your cool people who've got sales and stuff. They
Yeah.
usually do good deals, but man, uh, some of those people like just selling shit for like I'm like I can go to the store and just buy this like for the same
Yeah,
price or like $10 more. I can buy it brand new, and this is clearly used. Like, what are y'all doing? It's crazy.
yeah, it's all marked up and shitty. Yeah, Home Depot put out, you know how they have those orange buckets that they're famous for? Well, they put out a Halloween version this year, and of course I had to get one. I don't know what necessarily I'll be doing with it, but I think they cost $3 and somebody had it on Marketplace for 10. Why are you doing this?
Probably because in their minds, oh, this is hard to get. It's a novelty, and see, and that kind of goes into like that goes into like a completely different topic that's not even related to horror or Halloween or anything like that. But that's another thing I can't stand is people who do that kind of shit. They see a novelty item like that, they buy them up and try to resell them so
Mhm.
nobody else, they can make a profit. But I'm just like, why? It's a bucket. Like,
Yeah.
stop. But I just googled it. That's pretty cool. I wouldn't mind having one. I'd use it to help mix substrate and stuff. I might have to go to Home Depot and pick one up.
Well, the sad thing was, they put everything out in July, August, so
Oh
they did
yeah.
sell out. When she had it listed, you could still get them in stores, but yeah, now they don't have it. Our Home Depot has pretty much everything put up already, and it's all Christmas, which damn you, Christmas.
See, and that goes into I guess like another topic that girl talked about in that video is like how quickly things get pushed out. Like, and
Mhm.
this kind of goes into like with the guy in the other video that I had sent you, the AVA pop culture guy, where Halloween was such a big deal when we were growing up, and
Mhm.
everyone decorated, and every place decorated, every big business had ads. They just kind of went hard into it the whole month, and
Yeah, commercials
mm-hmm,
specifically for Halloween that were kinda like a little mini movie that were
yeah,
fun and
yeah, and then even like I said, the stores decorated. They put the stuff out, and they didn't put it out too early because I don't remember Halloween shit being put out in July. Like to me, that's
I
weird,
don't
man.
either.
And then
Yeah.
and then August gets there, and then Christmas is being put out, and I'm like, Christmas is for another
Mhm.
like 4 or 5 months, my dude. Like, what are y'all doing?
Yeah.
And then now, uh, it's just everything's so rushed and gets phased out so fast, and I think it's just
Mhm.
that's just the era we're in. Like nothing stays. Uh, Everything's so fleeting. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Because everyone's attention spans, I guess. But
Mhm.
it's also the fact that it is October 21st, and when we're recording this, and like a week ago, maybe 2 weeks ago, actually, they started putting all the Halloween shit on clearance already, or buy one get one half off. And I'm like, what? We're
Mhm.
not even there yet. And my
I
theory with
know
that
it.
is, I think they jacked the prices up, and no one was
Mm.
buying. So this is their way of, oh, you're getting a deal, but you're really just paying what you would have paid for it if we wouldn't have jacked the price up.
Yeah, it used to be that everything would go on sale after the holiday. I
Yep.
mean, sometimes they wouldn't restock things, so it would be a gamble if you really wanted something, like, "Okay, am I gonna wait until it's 50% off the day after, or am I gonna buy it now?" But yeah, now it's not gonna make it to
Nope.
after the holiday. It'll be
Nope.
gone a couple weeks before or
Yep. And
yeah.
and then Christmas will be out there. I mean, like that back half of Walmart is already Christmas. One side of the aisle at our Dollar General I have right up the road is fucking Christmas. The other side's clearance Halloween. I'm like, man, it's just so weird. But
It
like
is.
that's just something I miss it being special. Um,
Mhm.
and that the AVA pop culture guy's video, he talks about how, like, in the first video, it's the second video I sent you, but that was the first video he did
Oh,
on the topic. Because I didn't know there was two videos, but in that one he mentions about streaming services and like how like streaming and the internet kind of ruined it, and I agree, because that's something I've been saying for a bit now, like to friends and stuff. Like, there's so much that gets put out at once. It's all easily accessible. It's there when you want it, and at that point you're just kind of like, I'll just wait to watch it whenever, and then you never watch it because there's no urgency to see it, rather than back in the day it was like, oh, yo, it's Halloween, this is airing on TV tonight,
7 p.m. You
7
better
p.m.
fucking be there.
Yeah, and then everyone had time to talk about it, like it was like, like, dude, did you see the movie last night? Yeah, I finally caught it. Every Sunday, I remember, it was every Sunday, I think it was on the WB or some channel. Every Sunday they have horror movies on. I don't know why, but then even for Halloween, you would just get all the movies and stuff. And I'm not trying to be one of those people where I'm like, oh, back in my day things were better, but there's a weird line, I feel like, that we've like completely crossed, and we can never get back there, where there's it's just the whole, there's too much content, too much stuff being thrown at you, nothing special anymore.
Yeah, kind of to that point, something I was reading about a while back was that we've kind of done that with food too. Because in the past, on your birthday, you get a birthday cake, and that's really special. It's one time a year. Well, now it's like, oh, we have birthday cake Oreos, birthday cake goldfish, so it's accessible anytime. So in a way, it kind of loses its magic. So I kind of think about
Yeah,
it that way with certain elements of holidays too, that, you can just listen to, not that I would ever do this, but you could just listen to Christmas music anytime you want,
exactly.
stream
and
it.
and that, I mean, that's how it is with Halloween. Like, Halloween, my two favorite holidays are Halloween and Christmas. Like, I'm one of those fucking weirdos where I love Christmas music. I'm like,
Oh my god, how? You worked retail. I feel like that kills it for
oh,
everyone.
here's the thing though. Even though it was the same 12 fucking songs all day, you do not understand the joy it brought me. So I already liked the songs, and yeah, I'm sure usually hearing the same 10 songs every day, all day for months would drive someone crazy. It brought me joy to see the miserable motherfuckers that I hated, that I worked with, suffer. And they would complain about it, and my ass would just fucking chipper, walking with a Santa hat on all month, singing, just fucking rubbing it in. I got so much joy. I like Christmas music. I get it's not for everybody, but for me, it just like something about Christmas time. It just makes me happy.
Yeah,
I don't know.
That's good. I mean, I'm one of those people that working retail just killed it for me. Like, I don't want to hear a single Christmas song.
And that's what a lot of people say. And again, I completely get it. When I worked at the casino, it was all like top 100 hits and stuff, or like that shit drove me up the wall. I'm like, if I hear this Katy Perry song one more time, I'm gonna lose my goddamn mind. If I hear this Train song again, I'm gonna lose my Nickelback. I'm just like, I can't deal with it. But I don't know, Christmas music, I guess because I know it's only this time of the year, you know what I mean? But again, even with Christmas, it things aren't the same for that. But I don't want to go down that road, just because I don't want to go too much. Not, I want to stay within the Halloween realm, But back to the Halloween thing, I feel like, where was I going? Oh, because I said it was one of my favorite holidays. People kind of like it. A big thing about like people online and stuff is I don't like it when people make things a part of their personality. Like it's cool, like if you have like a goth style and stuff,
Uh,
cool. You know, I like that. That's awesome. If you have like an alternative look, but it's people who like take a thing and it's their whole personality and they don't shut the fuck
oh,
up about it. And you know what I get? Like where it's just like,
yeah, yeah,
and like I don't mind if someone has Halloween decorations up all year long and that makes you happy. Cool. I don't care, but I like the cycle of it because, you know, it's something to look forward to. If it's
yeah.
always there, it kind of loses the magic to me personally.
Hmm.
And I feel like with the algorithms on social media, if I like a post about Halloween, oh, that's it. I'm gonna be
Yeah,
seeing
it's all
if
Halloween.
it's February and I'm kind of feeling like, man, I kind of can't wait for Halloween, and then all it does is just feed it to me the whole time, and then I just get burnt out. I'm like, well, this isn't as special anymore because by the time it gets here, I'm like, I've seen this all year.
Well, and another thing with that, I feel like now there's Summerween, which is
Oh
when
yeah,
people kind of have a little mini Halloween in the summer, and then, there's stuff for Valentine's Day. And I'm not saying I don't like it, but kind of to your point, it's not a once a year thing anymore. It's kind of whenever. I
yeah.
mean, I
Like
do like some Summerween stuff, but
no. Don't get me wrong. Like there's
yeah.
these button down shirts at Walmart that I actually wanted to. I saved some and I was gonna send them to you. Uh, I was gonna try to send them to you while we are recording this, but if I open up Discord and drop this thing down, the video is gonna get all messed up. So I'll send it to you later.
Yeah.
But it's those floral button down shirts, you know, that you see like dads wear with like the flowers and
Yeah.
shit. But it's all horror movie icons. Like it's like Ghostface all
Oh,
over it
cool.
or Jason, and that's I feel like that falls under the summer ween stuff. I like that stuff, and like don't get me wrong, I like horror movies all year round. I'm not like one of those
Yeah.
people you can only watch horror during
Yeah.
spooky season. No, I just mean specifically just like how Halloween in
You
general. I
never
don't know.
watch another type of movie or never have other interests outside of that. Is
Yeah,
that what you mean? Kinda just having, like, tunnel vision on one thing?
tunnel vision on one thing, or it's I don't know, because now that I'm again, it's one of those things where I'm in my head, and when I start saying it out loud, I'm like, wow, I sound like I'm being a dick. But this is all personal preference, you know. Like
No.
it's just like too much of a good thing eventually just
Mhm.
sours. Like
Yeah.
I'm gonna use this for an example. So I'm a big Marvel fan. Okay, I like the Marvel
Mhm.
movies. I know people nowadays they have like superhero fatigue and shit, but I still enjoy them. But one movie in particular, when Spider-Man Homecoming came out, it was the first new Spider-Man with Tom Holland. Um, the fucking advertising for that movie was just so in your face and so everywhere that by the time I saw the movie, I had seen so much of it in advertisement. I had seen some of it
Oh.
in the algorithm and ads and everything that I didn't care. The movie didn't do anything for me. It wasn't like, oh, I'm
Oh,
seeing
man.
Spider-Man on the screen. Haven't seen him since, you know, this. And it's like, no, I've kind of seen him every day. And when I left, people, you know, my friends were just stoked on it. And I was like, the Spider-Man movie.
Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah. And that's just how I kind of feel about certain things. But that's just me, I guess. Personal preference. I mean, like, if you love Halloween, you want Halloween every day, go for it. But I don't know. I just feel like there's nothing special and people don't care about it as much anymore. You know?
Yeah. Yeah, I know in that video he talked about trick or treating and how that's dying away a little bit, which I will say, like, we live in a neighborhood that we're not in the country, but it's kind of laid out like we are. Like, the lots are kind of far apart. We don't have, like, curbs or sidewalks, and we don't have, lights or anything.
Yeah.
So, I can understand why kids don't trick or treat here, because it would take you a really long time to walk from house to house, and you would be in the pitch black. So, I can see why people like to do trunk or treat shit, for maybe scenarios like that. But trunk or treat has always kinda depressed me, just in general.
Yes.
Like, drop the kids off at a neighborhood where the houses are right next to each other and have that fun experience. I mean, I guess I do see the stranger danger aspect of it, but at the same time, if you're watching your kids and I don't know, it
No,
just
I
doesn't yeah, it doesn't seem that risky.
I completely understand. I mean, and it's like I know kidnapping and shit has always been like a problem, like all the
Uh-huh.
time. But honestly, in the 80s and 90s, it did seem safer just to walk around. But nowadays, like
Mhm.
I've got my three boys. I see kids sometimes riding their bikes by themselves. I can't imagine just being like, "Yeah, dude, go ride your bike. I'll see you later." You know what I mean? Until like they're like teenagers
Yeah.
or something. But it was like I saw like an 8 or 9 year old just riding his bike, and I'm like, "Where are you going?"
Oh.
Like
Yeah.
clearly, I think he was riding to a friend's house or something. But like, you don't see that anymore. But I get why some parents wouldn't let their kids walk around. Like I'll go walk. I love Halloween. I like trick or treating.
Yeah.
I'm one of those people where I'm like, if a group of fucking adults came to my door and was like trick or treat, I'm like, what's up, dudes? You know,
Yeah, I'd be
give
like,
them candy.
"Hell
I don't
yeah."
care. I'm like, everyone needs to get
Yeah.
in the spirit, and
Yeah.
like it's just not there anymore. But I'm right there with you with trunk or treats. I've never liked them because I find them really stupid, like the concept of them of like, all right, let's go stand in this really long ass fucking line for an hour to make sure we get a good spot. And that,
Oh, shit, I didn't
by the
think about
time we get
that
to the
aspect.
fucking cars, they have candy. And then, and all you do is you walk up, trick or treat, and they put it in, and then you walk 2 feet to the next car. We did that a few years ago, and with my oldest being autistic, we were very like, all right, let's see how this goes.
Oh, yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
Surprisingly, he was calm. Like he was good the whole time. It was my middle kid who was being a little but I get it. He was like 4, and he was just getting
Oh,
antsy, tired of standing around. And by the time
yeah.
we got up to the car, like we were literally standing out there for a good 45 minutes to an hour, and it was like this long
Yeah.
ass line, crowds of people. And we got to a couple of vehicles, and he was just, he's just cranky because we just been standing around for an hour, and we just laughed. We looked at each other, like, let's just get out of here. We'll go buy them a bag of candy. This sucks. And
Yeah.
I don't like it. I like the idea of going to people's houses and seeing their decorations. But that's uh another thing. Most houses don't decorate anymore. They'll be out there handing out
Yeah.
candy, but no one's
Mhm.
decorated. Like, so we found a neighborhood. So the Gulf Coast over here, where we live at, basically like a collection of smaller cities. They're all within like 25-30 minutes of each other. Like it's common to go to all those, because I feel like some
Yeah.
places they just stay in their own town and don't go anywhere. Here it's like, it's just the Gulf Coast. Like, oh, I'm going to Long Beach, which is, like
Mhm.
over like where Curly and them live, and that's who we meet up with. And there's a subdivision over there where they kind of go out for Halloween. But the
Mhm.
last few years, I feel like less and less houses have been open,
Mhm.
and it's just kind of a bummer. Um, like you said, so you could probably ask Jamie, because she used to live over here where I live at, in
Mhm.
the same city area, and I live in a subdivision within this massive subdivision. Okay,
Mhm.
growing up, it was like the rich kid area. I'm putting air
Mhm.
quotes on that, because yeah, because when in school, those were always like the snotty kids, the one, the ones, just the preppy kids. It was like, oh, they're a diamond head kid. But and look at me now, I live here. But anyway, I live in a subdivision. It's 100 houses,
Mhm.
and uh, it's a circle, and every street is a cul-de-sac. Okay, we moved
Mhm.
here about
That's
8 years ago. I was like, yo, this is the perfect neighborhood because it's cut off from the rest of Diamond Head. You could walk safely. No one speeds through here or anything. Perfect neighborhood.
Mhm.
We just had, you know, our youngest at the time when we first moved in. I mean, we had just had our oldest at the time. He was like 3 or 4, and we walked in the neighborhood only to find out that they don't do trick or treating here.
Oh,
And I'm
that's
like, this is the
sad.
perfect. We found like 2 houses, and it
Mhm.
was like older people. They're like, yeah, we usually have candy just in case, but yeah, no one usually comes by. And over the last few years, more
Aw.
people have been moving in here with kids. And inside the
Mhm.
Facebook group for the neighborhood, I see every year, hey, do they do trick or treating around here? And funny, you know, you brought the trick or treating thing up because someone made a post earlier, was just like, you know, hello neighbors, I've been walking the neighborhood, lived here for 2 years, blah blah blah. Noticed no one ever goes trick or treating, but this would be like a good thing for the neighborhood. You know, would anybody be opposed to trying to get this going? Um, and I commented and told her, you know, what I just told you, and so I think they might try to get it going finally. Because on
Oh,
the
hell yeah.
on the other side of Diamond Head, they do trick or treating, but I hate it because no one walks. Granted, I get it. There's no sidewalks, but
Mhm.
the way the houses are all next together, you just walk yard from yard. And
Oh, yeah.
there's also golf cart paths.
Oh,
Diamond Head,
yeah,
where I
that's
live
great.
at, used to not be a city. It was like a community. So there's like a country club and all this
Mhm.
other shit. And I don't ever use it. I'm not one of those kind of people. But anyway, this seems really long winded. But I don't like trick or treating here because one, again, no one decorates anymore. Two, no one walks. It's people
Mhm.
driving door to door in their car, letting their kid run out, get back in the car, drive to the next house, or it's everyone on their golf carts riding their kids, or it's people in their trucks pulling their kids on a trailer, like, you know, like a little hayride.
Oh gosh.
And then this is also while regular traffic and people are trying to get home, and it's just chaos. And I'm like, no, I'd rather go to a
Yeah.
neighborhood where there's sidewalks and shit. And
I feel
yeah,
like walking is part of it because you
mm-hmm.
can kinda look at your loot, see what you got, you're looking around at directions, it's dark, maybe somebody, like, jumps out and scares you. It's just a more interactive experience when you're walking.
It's that community aspect. And that's another thing that that guy
Yeah.
mentioned in that video is like everything's very. I feel like everything comes back nowadays to social media and stuff, where it's just everyone's very. What? How did he word it? Everything's like not single minded, but it's very like
Individualized.
individualized. There you go. Rather
Yeah.
than having a sense of community. And I feel like why the reason why people are so much more insular now is because we have access to everyone at any given moment. Rather than back in the day, it was like you really didn't
Yeah.
talk to anybody most of the day outside of if you were at work. So getting together with
Mhm.
friends and wanting to go out and be with
Making an
people,
actual plan
yeah, kind of like,
going out.
you know, it made it fun. Nowadays, it's like, well, I don't really want to go out. If I want to talk to so and so, I could just message them, you know?
Yeah.
Because I don't know. I find myself lately missing the human interaction. While I'm somebody who I'll make the joke where I'm like, I love people, but I also hate people.
Mhm.
Most of my
Same.
friends like most of my friends I talk to pretty often are people who are online. Like,
Mhm.
you know, like I talk to you, I talk to my buddy. You know, you're all the way over in Texas. I talk to Jamie sometimes when you know over there when she does message me back. I know you're listening. I'm just joking.
So
Uh, my buddy Anthony in Canada, his fiance who's in
yeah,
Texas. You know, friends in Alabama, Arizona, all over the place. You know, so I don't get that much in person interaction, and
same, yeah.
that's something that like I miss. So
Mhm.
I started doing doing the Walmart delivery the other day, and usually I just drop the orders off at the door and just kind of bounce. Today there was an older lady. She was waiting for me, asked me if I could bring it
Oh,
in, and just that
uh-huh.
small little interaction with her was like
Mhm.
this like dopamine boost I didn't know I
Yeah,
needed, and it made me happy. I was like, oh
it's
wow, you
nice
know,
sometimes.
yeah. But it's also hard to be that way given you know today's climate of you know how people are and how divided everything is. A lot of the time you don't want to
Mhm.
go out because of whatever event you're going to could just be filled with a lot of people that you don't want to be around. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And me living down,
definitely.
you're over in Texas, so I'm sure you feel it. Well, you're in. I'm not gonna give away your location. I know y'all talked about it on y'all's, but like, you live in
Oh,
the
yeah.
more like liberal city, right?
Yeah.
I live
Yeah, I
on the
don't
Gulf
live,
Coast,
like
Mississippi, so
yeah. Yeah, it is a little bit better here, but yeah, I don't live, like, downtown or anything. I kinda live on the outskirts, so yeah, we still get some
gotcha.
kinda
Okay.
weirdos, but, yeah, it's to your point about, interacting with people like that. I'll have the experience sometimes where I'm like, "Oh, I'm gonna have this nice interaction with somebody," but then they don't want to do that. They want to just be like, "Okay, bye," and I'm like, "Oh."
You're like, oh,
Sometimes it's
okay.
hard to gauge.
Yeah, that happens
But
with me
oh
with my job a
oh,
lot.
sorry, go ahead.
No, no, you're good.
Uh,
I was just gonna say that one thing. With the real estate agents, I'm over here wanting to be chatty because I've been alone all day, and they're like, "All right, see you later," and I'm like, "Okay, bye."
oh, yeah. So I was gonna tell you the gripe that I had with that guy's video.
I was gonna ask you.
So
Okay.
yes, we'll have to post those videos in the, like, show description or something if somebody wants to watch them. But, it made me think of this when we were talking about trick-or-treating, but the guy in the video was talking about how, everybody has a more individualized Halloween experience instead of, a community one where you're watching Halloween on TV or, like, trick-or-treating or whatever. So he's talking about that, and then he brings up people that don't have kids, which I am a childless cat lady, proud to be one, love it so much. Uh, but he's like, "Yeah, people just don't have kids anymore, and they just, like, don't want that, community experience." I'm like, "Hold on, motherfucker." I will say one of the very few things that sucks about not having kids is Halloween. I would love to dress up a little baby and, like, take pictures of a baby in costumes and trick or treat, but I don't wanna do any of the other stuff. But I was like, "Damn, what a judgmental bitch."
Yeah, and see when he said that in that video, that's what I made it. That was like that little red flag came up. I'm like, oh, I don't. I'm like,
Yeah,
I don't like because he didn't lean into it like that hard. Because honestly, when he said it, I thought it was gonna go further. But I'm like,
me too, yeah. I was
I'm
like,
like,
"Oh,
okay. I'm like, are you showing your true colors here, man? But I know what you
yeah."
mean. I did have an opinion on that, but honestly, I don't remember what it is. But you and I have had that conversation. I mean, that's a weird thing to say. Oh, it's because people aren't having kids. It's like, no. I mean, like adults and people our age still, uh, still enjoy Halloween and they can still do stuff. It's not that. It's not that they don't have kids. It's just, it,
It's all the other factors. I feel like that's
yeah,
a
like
weird one to focus on.
yeah, it's because no one cares as much about it. What is it I'm trying to say? I don't know. I don't know what the reason why Halloween isn't as big as it used to be.
Yeah, I feel like, you don't have to have kids to enjoy Halloween. If we lived in a neighborhood where we had trick-or-treaters, you better fucking believe I would be handing out candy and looking at all their costumes, being like,
Yep.
"Oh, that's cool." I like stuff like that. It's just funny to see kids' costumes.
Yeah.
They're so
No.
cute.
And I love it whenever you see the kids in like actual costumes. There was a couple of years
Yeah.
there where everyone was just walking around in those onesies. Do you remember when like the onesies came out and there was like Winnie the Pooh onesie, Eeyore, or just there were onesies of
Oh,
characters?
yeah.
That was their costumes, and I'm like,
It's kinda like pajamas,
yeah. And
a
then
little
there's also
half-assed,
people out
yeah.
there they just go walking around in just the t-shirts, like like the
Mhm.
goofy like old tuxedo t-shirt. Oh, this is my tux. I
Yeah.
see people walking around like that's their costume. It's a Superman t-shirt with the S on it and a cape printed on the back. Like, are you even dressed up? What are you
Oh,
doing? Like, come on, you guys, have fun. The spirit's just not there. People just don't
yeah.
care as much, and I don't know what that's about.
One thing that was kind of funny in the video, he was talking about how people used to make their own costumes and how, some of the magic has kind of been lost now that there's like mass produced costumes and stuff. And as soon as he said make your own costumes, I was like, I bet he's talking about being a hobo, like with the little stick and the
Oh,
bandana. And then an old picture of him as a hobo popped up.
yes. That's so funny. That's so funny that that was your thought, that that's what popped up. That's
I
awesome.
feel like that was a really common one. I feel like most kids kind of in our age range, like they
Yeah,
were a hobo, which
because I think that was, now that I think about it, I think that was in cartoons a lot back then for some reason.
yeah, like a railway person, like hopping train cars or whatever,
Hmm.
but it's funny that that was a popular costume.
Yeah, I mean, I still see people make their own costumes nowadays. Like, you see a lot of creative ones.
Mhm.
I just, I don't know. I just think it's just people just are too distracted, and this could come back to just people are overloaded now and overworked to even
Yeah.
try to like be in the spirit of anything, you know. So that's another reason. I don't think he touched on that at all, but that's my opinion. Because that's how I am generally. I'm just burnt out, and I feel bad
Yeah.
because you know I'm supposed to be the one doing this, you know, for my kids, you know, and it's like,
Hmm.
but in order for me to make sure, you know, we could pay my bill, you know, pay our bills, and they have like a good quality of life, it sometimes I can't do that stuff anymore, or you know, we gotta like
Hmm.
make sacrifices, and I feel like a lot of people have to do that nowadays, where
Yeah.
you can't, you know, because I'm always like, oh, I want to take them to the in Bay St. Louis, which is the city right below where I live, is where I grew up actually, but they have a thing called Boo in the Bay Parade. Oh yeah, Boo in the Bay, yeah, Boo in the Bay Parade, and it's a Halloween parade. I have
Ah.
never been. I miss it every single year, and every year I'm like, I'm gonna go next year. Fucking missed it. It was this past weekend, and
Aw.
it's weird because everyone down there, uh, there's always pictures. It's packed. So many people go dressed up. Everyone's having a good time. My issue though is, again, like I mentioned earlier, a lot of my friends I socialize with all the time and often don't live around here, so I never hear about these things ever, you know, until like the last minute, and
Yeah.
it, it kind of sucks sometimes. But I think this is what it is. It's just that's another reason. Just people just too stressed about it. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. It's hard to think about doing like extracurricular stuff when, it's hard to afford groceries or whatever.
I'm scared to leave the house sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah. I want to apologize. Anyone listen? If you've made it this far, and we're an hour and 12 minutes in, hell yeah. I would apologize. Sorry if this has been kind of a downer episode. I just, you know, it's just stuff we've talked about over the last few days, and I figured it'd be an interesting topic to talk
Mhm.
about. You know, just how things are a lot different now. Um,
Yeah.
but
And
yeah,
how you should bring it back. Bring back the spirit of Halloween, everybody. It's
I would
fun.
love it. The way people talk about it all year, and then when it gets here, it's just like it just crashes and burns. I'm like, oh well. But yeah, man, I would love to see like an uptick in it. You know, hopefully maybe we'll come
Mhm.
around and people will be able to enjoy the holidays again. But that's me. That's wishful thinking that I don't think is going to happen. At the rate everything's going right now.
Yeah. Who fucking knows?
Yeah,
Do you
but
have a
sorry.
oh, sorry.
No, no, no.
One I guess happier thing we could talk about. Do you have any favorite Halloween costumes that you've ever done?
When I was a kid, I really liked this. So my grandma used to go to Walmart or some maybe like the fab. I think it was Walmart because in there old like the fabric section, they used to have the cutouts you can make, and then you could like match the fabric to it. I don't know if they still do
Oh,
that or not, but I remember it being like a big thing. You go there, buy the patterns. That's the word. And she made me a pirate one, and
yeah.
uh, my sister was uh, Pebbles from the Flintstones.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's cute.
yeah. I do have a story about the year that we wore that, but I'm gonna save that
Mhm.
for
Oh, for
next
next
week
time.
for Halloween stories on a more positive episode. Because I have a really like creepy story that stuck with me, that has stuck with
Oh,
me ever since then, and I still want answers.
oh yeah.
Yeah, I still want to know like how what happened. It's nothing bad. It was just like
Yeah.
it fucked me up as a kid. I was like, whoa! It was cool. It was cool. Nothing,
Okay.
nothing bad. Uh, but that and then our homemade Power Rangers costumes. My grandma
Oh, that's cool.
bought us. So we got the gloves from the store, and you hit the button, and it made the noise.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yep,
was the Red
I
Ranger
remember
for
those.
some reason. I don't know why,
Mm.
because the Blue Ranger and the Black Ranger were my favorite growing up. But I was a Red
Oh,
Ranger. I don't know. And we had like the plastic mask, not that cheap
yeah.
plastic shit. And yeah, my grandma made it with just with sweats. So it was a red sweatshirt and
Oh,
pants,
yeah.
and my sister was the Pink Ranger, and that was it.
Of
But
course, if you were a girl back then, you gotta be the Pink Ranger.
yep, yep. Do you have any? Because those are the only two I'm thinking of right now.
I'm trying to I have some for being an adult. I'm trying to think of kid ones. Honestly, I feel like all my costumes as a kid were kind of lame. Um, oh, when I was in kindergarten, my grandma made my costume as well, and I was Tinkerbell, so
That's
that was
awesome.
cute. Mhm.
Was my sister
I remember
Tinkerbell?
one time. What's that?
I was saying, I was just thinking to myself. I was like, was my sister Tinkerbell? Because that sounds familiar. That I feel like I know somebody who was Tinkerbell. Maybe not. Anyway, continue.
Probably. Uh, and then I remember being a vampire and wearing those little vampire teeth. It makes you drool so much. So I
Yes,
don't recommend that.
I bought the one year when Sandy and I first got together. I think it was our first Halloween together, maybe our second. I went to Hot Topic and I bought those the werewolf teeth, because I've always been
Oh
a
yeah.
werewolf guy. Vampires are cool, but I've always been like on the werewolf side of it. And
Mhm.
it's the ones that look realistic, and you put the stuff on it, and it molds to your teeth.
Oh yeah.
So you can just stick them in, and you don't have this whole mouth thing. That shit made you drool too, man. I ugh.
Really? Oh
Yeah.
no.
But uh, I had that. I do. I think I dressed up as a vampire once too. Honestly, trying to think back, I don't know why, but like most Halloweens are kind of a blur. Like
Yeah.
I don't remember at what point I stopped trick or treating,
I can't remember either.
and I don't remember a lot of my costumes. I do have. I'll say one funny story, that I'll say now because I might forget next week. This one. Um, we went to this. We heard about some Halloween party thing going on at some VFW hall, and they had like a hayride and stuff. And I think it was a
Mhm.
church being. I think it was being put on by a church, but um, no, it wasn't one of those kind of haunted houses. I got a story about that for next week too. You know what I'm talking about? The church haunted houses.
Oh gosh, yeah. The Hell
Okay.
House.
Yes. Uh, I'll talk about. Remind me about that. I'll tell my first experience with one of
I'm
those.
gonna write it down so I don't forget.
But I remember I was so stoked. I went to I was Michael Myers and Jason 2 different years. That's what it was. Okay, I remember. I had a dope ass Michael Myers mask. But um for this one in particular, there's a SWAT costume that I saw at Walmart I really liked, and I got my mom to buy it for me. And keep in mind, I was like 13. Like I went with my sister there to keep an eye on her. And again, I don't care any age, dress up. But when we were kids, I feel like why are you still dressing up? Too old for that. And I
Yeah,
remember,
you're like, I'm cooler than that now.
yeah. And I remember
Now
I
I'm
went
like, I
in
want to
there.
dress up every year.
I went in there dressed up as the SWAT guy. Keep in mind, full on like face can't see me. You don't know who I am. I'm walking around. I was like, all right, cool. I'll be fine. No one knows who I am. Then I started running, like seeing people I knew from school. And for whatever reason, my anxiety shot up. And I started getting stressed out that I'm like, oh, they know it's me. They know that I'm the one dressed up like this because, they weren't dressed up. And
Oh,
I
yeah.
overthought it
You
and I
gotta
got
think
so
I'm a
self-conscious.
baby.
Yeah. So my dumbass, instead of just staying in the mask, I went to the bathroom and changed.
Oh, you had extra clothes?
Yeah, I brought extra clothes because I got changed when we got there.
Oh, okay.
Um, because I was a very self conscious child. Just I got made fun of a lot for
Me
I got
too.
made fun of for fucking breathing in school, and
Mhm.
yeah. So as an adult now, I'm thinking I'm like that was the dumbest fucking thing I possibly could have done because they're like, oh hey, that SWAT guy walked in, and then that guy from school walked out. Keep in mind, no one ever said anything, and
Yeah.
this is like a depressing thing. I didn't have many friends in high school, and these weren't people I talked to, and it was just awkward being there in general because my sister was there with her friends, but
Mhm.
I didn't know anybody there, so I kind of just meandered around and awkwardly stood in corners, just waiting and trying to find something to do. So stupid though, and that's one of those stupid memories that haunts me. One of those 3 a.m. thoughts. It doesn't matter.
Mhm. Oh, yeah. I met up with a friend from high school that I haven't seen and since actually before high school got out and we were talking about one of those memories that I had and I was like, "Ah,
Jesus.
these are painful."
Yeah, yeah. Thankfully, I don't dwell as much as I used to now that
I
I
am yeah.
now that I'm medicated. But yeah, I definitely don't dwell as much anymore. But man, I'm trying to think if there's any other cringy things, Halloween stories. Maybe, hopefully, I can think of some by next week. Um,
Mm.
but yeah, I mean, I, we're approaching the 121-minute mark. I actually was only think we're only gonna go for an hour, but hey, hour 21 minutes. This is cool. I like that we could like talk for this long consistently.
Yeah, for sure.
Uh, I notice you're yawning over there. It is getting kind of late. I didn't
So,
realize it was 9:42. My bad. I fell asleep. I fell asleep when I got home
hey, I'm
earlier.
a boomer, remember?
Oh yeah, never mind. I'm sorry. This was your fault.
Now I have
No,
my dinner at 5 p.m. and I'm in bed by 9 p.m. Not
shit.
really, but
I'm calling Corey out because I know he's gonna listen to this when it's posted. That motherfucker is an old man. Him and his
oh
wife were
yeah,
in bed by 7:30, 8 o'clock, and I'm like,
that's the perfect night though.
what is wrong with you? I'm a night owl.
Really,
I
you
think
never
it's
do that?
no.
Well, you have kids, so
Yeah,
it's different.
I go listen. I go to sleep and they're awake. I wake up and they're awake, and I'm like, do you kids not sleep? Like it's ridiculous.
No, that's the perfect night. You like unwind. You're in bed by like 8 o'clock. You watch a cool show or whatever. You chat, keep up with current events, but you're just relaxing.
That's that no kid life.
You're like, I
Trust
go
me,
to sleep and someone's screaming. I wake up and someone is screaming.
screaming or the baby's climbing in the window doing some jackass stunt. Uh, my oldest is the side of the bed with like poking me, trying to get me up because he wants something to eat, and then my middle kid, he's the better of the three. But he gets frustrating sometimes. when he get,
Mm.
I'm like, go get it. I didn't see it. I'm like, I tell him exactly where it is. It's not in there. I'm like, dude, if I get up and it's exactly where I said it is, I'm gonna throw a pillow at you. It usually is, but nah. I guarantee you, if I walk into the living room right now, the Wiggles. It's the Wiggles, and my 2-year-old is running around, dancing, being adorable as hell. Wiggles all day long. But
Oh, I was
but yeah.
thinking of it's Blippy that I was thinking of that I saw this funny clip of, but yeah, it's irrelevant.
Oh no, he went through his Blippy phase. So it started off with Miss Rachel, which is awesome. But those songs get stuck in your head, and then he made it to Blippy.
Oh yeah.
And now he's on to the Wiggles, and now he has those 3, which is awesome because he rotates.
Oh yeah.
But still, it's just kid shit all day. This is my escape in my office when I'm working, throwing YouTube videos, play video games. My night of relaxing is coming in here tired as hell, taking some melatonin, and disassociating until the melatonin hits. Get tired as hell,
I do that too.
go lay down, and then my mind's like, time to get up, motherfucker. You forgot to take out the trash. You forgot to take your medicine. You forgot this was in there. You gotta go move this. And I'm like, fuck.
I'm glad you said that because I have to put the trash at the curb tonight. So thank you.
Oh, no problem. Oh, y'all's are on Wednesdays. Ours is on Mondays. But yeah, this was fun. Hopefully you had fun with this one. I feel like this one was kind of.
Yeah.
We're finding our groove here. I feel like
Yes.
like I think it went good. Hopefully we didn't ramble, and hopefully it was interesting conversation. If anyone has any input, feel free to leave a comment on because it's only on Spotify right now. But once this gets put on anything else, if it has a way to comment on the episode, make a comment. I'd like to hear from you guys.
Yes.
It'd be really cool.
Sure.
If you like it, follow, rate the podcast. That'd be cool. I want to get an Instagram started to start posting stuff. I'm going to take notes from you guys for the Nervous Laughter podcast, which is where Alyssa's from, for people who, don't know. Go look them up. Super awesome podcast. Listen to it every week, every Wednesday. But yeah, I'm going to take notes from y'all. Just kind of post pictures referencing what we're talking about. But yeah. And now that we're ending, now I'm thinking of other things that I could have talked about for the Halloween shit. Doesn't matter. Whatever. We got
That's okay. Next time.
Next week will be a more positive episode, and hopefully we will have Alyssa's co-host from Nervous Laughter podcast, Jamie, on the episode with us, which is an old friend of mine from over here who now lives in Texas. And now they're friends. And that's how I know Alyssa. But yeah, so I'm going to call it here. Thanks for doing this with me again, and now
thanks for having me. It was fun.
My co-host, of course.
For sure.
But yeah, until next time, my dudes. Deuces.
Next time.